Hello everyone, welcome to Van Life with Steve, a trip across America. What you've done becomes the judge of what you're going to do, especially in other people's minds. When you're traveling, you are what you are right there and then. People don't have your past to hold against you. No yesterdays on the road. We're starting day 2 at a Cracker Barrel in Salt Lake City, Utah. Last night, after arriving and finding my parking spot, I fixed a peanut butter and banana tortilla and set up the van. I took the front wheel off my bike and moved things around so I could sleep on the floor. It was a little chilly to sleep, but not too bad. It got down to about 28 degrees. My sleeping bag is rated to 30 degrees. I got it at Sierra Trading Post on sale. My sleeping pad is of the same quality. It was just fine for this. Today we are going to gas up and get on the second longest highway in America, Route 80. We are heading all the way through Wyoming and most of the way through Nebraska to just outside of Lincoln, where we will stay at a Walmart. This will be my first of many stays at this fine establishment. It's 5:30 a.m. now and we have a 12.5-hour drive ahead of us. We're going to drive for a bit in the dark, and when the sun comes up we will find a rest area and make breakfast. I've never been on this first section of road before. I'm excited to drive it, but I wish it was in the daylight. I decided to drive this section in the early morning in case it snowed. I'm driving a 2-wheel drive van with summer tires, and I wanted to leave time in case I had to drive really slow or wait out a storm. Unfortunately, it's too early to show the mountains. There was an outline in the pre-dawn sun, but you can only experience this in person or with a much better camera. We're driving through Parley's Canyon up to Parley Summit. Just beyond the summit is Park City, where all the ski resorts are. I was hoping to share a majestic sunrise or shots of the mountains, but the sun came up with a whimper instead of a great hello. At night, in this part of the western stars, as I had seen them in Wyoming, were as big as Roman candles and as lonely as the prince who lost his ancestral home and journeys across the spaces trying to find it again, and knows he never will. There were billboards and signs for miles advertising Little America, so I decided to make this my breakfast stop after 2 hours of driving. Little America is an incorporated town in Wyoming, but really it's just an incorporated truck stop with a hotel, restaurant, and gas station. All land in the town is owned by the Little America Corporation. This is a chain truck stop with additional locations in Cheyenne, Salt Lake City, and Flagstaff. It's not clear to me if each of those truck stops is also an incorporated town. Apparently the founder of the Little America chain was a sheep herder. He was working one cold winter in central Wyoming when he thought that he should build an oasis for travelers to escape from the elements. The marketing for the town of Little America compared itself to Ellis Island, as the town was developed prior to the Second World War. For the amount of billboards I saw along the way, I expected something more majestic, but that's okay. I'm going to make oatmeal and coffee in the parking lot. All I really need is the parking lot. There's something about a camping breakfast. I like every breakfast in every situation. But when you're on the road or camping, everything's a little more special. After sleeping in a cold van, you really need that coffee a little more, and the stick-to-your-ribs nature of the oatmeal has a lot more work to do. Some bananas in there. like breakfast to me. A little watery, but you know, I gotta say I didn't measure. Tastes good, just like you'd expect. Cough. Delicious. Oh. Awesome. The coffee came out nice, good and strong. I don't know what they serve in the restaurant, but gas station coffee is rarely good. Time to get back onto 80 East. We still have 10 hours to go. Welcome to Green River Tunnel. Because you're an exceptional music fan with an incredible memory, you will probably recognize this tunnel from the 1983 Journey video from Faithfully. Highway run into the midnight sun, wheels go round and round. The periodic overhead signs had warnings for wind gusts up to 80 miles an hour. I was hit by some wind, which made it exciting. It wasn't too bad in the van except when I was driving next to trucks. This is actually the second truck off the road. I missed the first. Despite the warnings on the road about light or empty trucks staying off the road, they seem to be on it anyway. Let's do a quick count of flip trucks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 'Some look like they were almost thrown, some look like they just tipped over. I didn't have a great way to film these without being a gawker. A lot of people were having a bad day. I figured it was best to just keep moving. Welcome to Nebraska, the good life. This must be an old sign. The tourism board changed the slogan to Nebraska, it's not for everyone. Well, I've got a few hours to drive. Let's see what happens and if Nebraska is for me. Well, from how much I filmed, I think Nebraska isn't for me. I actually laughed when I realized I didn't shoot one piece of footage until I was ready to pull in and park. We're in Seward, just outside of Lincoln. Let's find a good quiet spot. I prefer parking where I can open the side van door onto grass, or with a windshield facing into the trees for privacy. This seems like a good spot. There appears to be train tracks right behind where I parked. We'll see if that keeps me up at night. I'm going to settle in and make some dinner. Thanks for being co-pilot on day 2 of my drive. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video for day 3.